Okay, so let's do a little practice together. So we're talking about posture later on. For now, just to find a posture that's comfortable. With the back as upright as possible without being rigid. So there's relaxation in the posture, but there's also uprightness. And posture is reflecting openness and uprightness, alertness, both. And perhaps you just want to feel into your face right now and just notice if there's any tension, any holding there. Very normal and natural even. Perhaps around the eyes or the jaw, the mouth, and just noticing whatever you feel there and relaxing just as much as you can. And the neck and the throat area, just tuning in, feeling what's there, whatever's there, relaxing just as much as possible, letting go. The shoulders, sensing and relaxing. And the arms, resting. The upper back, just tuning in, noticing how it feels, just how it feels. And then, is it possible to ease even just a little bit? And the chest, letting be and letting go. And then the belly, the whole belly, the abdomen, and particularly the lower belly. Feeling in and releasing, letting it hang down towards the floor. And let yourself feel how it feels to sit. What's the experience of sitting right now? How does it feel, the sensations of contact with the cushion or chair or bench? Very simple sensations. And receiving the sensations of contact with the floor, the legs or the feet. Feeling the whole body sitting. What does it feel like? So you're alive to the experience of sitting. And if it helps you to settle, you can take a few breaths and be with the breath, just a few breaths if you're used to that, if it's helpful. Now, I wonder if it's possible to be aware of what the state of the heart is right now. What's the emotional experience, the mind state? And just to check in and see, what are you feeling right now? What's the experience? So it may not be anything dramatic at all, it probably isn't. But what's happening in the body, perhaps somewhere along this central line? What do you feel? What's the experience? And focusing in the body on the expression of the heart state in the body right now. So letting the breath go, if that's your habit to be with the breath, let that go. What do you actually notice? Maybe it's in the heart area, maybe it's higher up in the throat or the head, maybe even the top of the head. Maybe it's lower down in the belly or really low down in the perineum or in the sexual organs, and could be anywhere. Just noticing what's going on, if there's something that's a little bit more prominent there. Can I let it be? Can you allow it? Allow it to be however it is in this moment. Is it possible that the attention can delicately draw close to the experience in the body there? That there can be an intimacy with the experience. Whatever it is, just allowing and gently drawing close, exploring the texture of the experience. And the hands are open to allow, to explore. We notice the experience changes, and let it change. Let it change. Whatever it is, let it go through its manifestations. Noticing the different qualities, the different experiences. So simply, what is the experience in the body along this central line, or somewhere along it? What do you feel in this moment? Seeing if you can connect to whatever it is, to the experience, and really stay in the orbit of what's happening. Just connecting and allowing, touching, holding, interested. Being patient with yourself, is natural that the mind will wander, and just bringing it back to that bodily experience and the gentle exploration of that. Or perhaps there's a lot of thinking and it feels like the mind is full of static. Not a problem at all, not a problem. What does that feel like in the body? What does that static and that experience of a lot of thinking feel like in the body? Don't fight the thinking. Just notice what the bodily experience is while you're thinking, while there's thinking. So maybe it's in the head as pressure, as static, as an experience in the head, in the physical head. Including that. Tuning in over and over. So see if you can really let go of any preconceptions you might have or that might be present about what you should be experiencing or feeling, or what the sensations should be. Completely open to what's there. It might be there's something difficult or knotted somewhere, or it feels like there's something blocked or tight. Completely okay, giving that a kind, interested attention. Maybe somewhere just feels kind of soft. What is it to explore soft and the feeling of that? Or open, or light, or heavy. Sense of brightness or darkness or colors sometimes. We want to be, that's completely fine, just noticing, but we want to be more in the body. So noticing that, but very aware of the feeling in the body. Can be anything. Metallic, fuzzy, static. A mixture, bittersweet. Maybe there's the experience of nothing feels like it's there. And what does that feel like? Can I pay attention to that? So whatever it is okay and worthy of my interest and my attention. Okay, let's take a little break. And you can open your eyes and we'll Does it make a little bit of sense? Yeah? No? It's okay to say no. It would be helpful just to hear. So very easily doing this, we will talk much more about this. We bring unconscious expectations. I'm looking, teacher's saying, do this. I look and I expect to see something clear. I expect that clearly I go in and I can say, tick, my emotion is now this. Done, clear. And it's a clear experience, and I may expect it to be a steady, clear experience. I'm having a steady, clear experience of X, and then I feel like I'm doing it right. It's this, it's identifiable. It may be that that's the case, but it may not be at all. But if I expect it to be and it's not, then I'm going to get frustrated and think I'm doing it wrong. And actually it's just the mind gone off on some expectation. It might not be a clear thing that I can put a label to the experience, and it certainly might not even stay steady. Certainly. So if it looks like I'm paying attention, what I'm getting is something I'm not quite sure what it is, but there's just something there, even if it's quite subtle, and it keeps changing, that's perfect. It's perfect. So is it possible to let go of the demand, if there's a demand there, or an assumption, and explore the kind of the grain, the moment to moment, what's happening, the grain of the experience? And then the whole thing becomes freer. Actually, it's quite interesting. I don't know what you noticed or what happened, because I'm extremely curious and I'd love to hear right now from everyone. Well, I don't know, but did you notice that there was some expectation there, or pressure, or demand, or assumption going on? Yeah. Did you run into any of that? We'll talk a lot more about it because that's there and that's really, really important. It's absolutely crucial. It has an enormous effect on what's going on. Did you also notice that the experience was changing, that the whole experience was changing? Yeah? So it rarely do things stay the same. So this impermanence, it's almost like there's waves in the experience. In any experience we have, it has waves. And that's actually really helpful to us. Rather than, as I said, expecting something to be steady, there will be waves in the experience. Waves of being clear, waves of being present and not present, caught up in thought, not caught up, but also in the experience itself. It changes, it doesn't stay the same. I might want it to stay the same just so that I can be clear, but it won't. It goes like this. When something's very intense and difficult, there are also waves in it. It's also impermanent, moment to moment. And this we want to start seeing right away in the grain of what's going on. But this is important to us because it's part of what enables us to feel confident slowly. It's a bit like when you were a youngster at the seaside, and maybe you waded out into the sea, and the waves are coming in, and you're just a small person. and you say, oh, no, this wave's coming, and it's like, is it gonna take me over? Then you actually say, oh, you can ride this wave, and then you actually say, oh, it's quite fun actually. The wave comes, it rises, I go up with it, and then it goes down again, and then the next one comes, and sooner or later it's actually fun to do that. And I trust something. I begin to trust something. I begin to trust that when the water goes up, I don't drown, and it doesn't stay up. The water goes up, it comes down. I go with it, and it comes down. I learn to trust. I won't drown. Sometimes the emotions, of course, in the range, like I said before, we can have such difficulty, such difficult stuff coming up. It feels so enormous and overwhelming. Part of this noticing the impermanence is actually making what is enormous handleable. And so we get confidence. Let's just do 5 minutes again together, yeah? So when I say this thing about quick, I want to get so that you can dip in and out as well. So again, just kind of finding your seat, feeling yourself in the body, feeling this openness of the body with the relaxation of the body. Especially if there's tiredness, the openness of the body can bring a little energy, the uprightness of the body. And then seeing this as a kindness, as I said last night, this is a movement of kindness, of caring for myself and for my heart. And this whole movement of kindness to connect with inside, to just look at what's happening. What's happening? What's the heart state right now? And what's happening? What's drawing my attention? Maybe in a quiet way, what's drawing my attention on that central line, right from the top of the head down to the perineum. Something there I can tune into. Let go of the preconceptions. Let go of the demands. And allow what is there. And see if it's possible to explore it a little bit with the attention, to touch it with the attention. So if what is happening is unpleasant, that's completely okay, letting it be there. Or if what's happening is really not very marked at all, it's quite subtle, almost nothing, that's completely okay. Very helpful to pay attention to that, how that feels. Touching and allowing. The attention like the open hands together. Oh, letting it be and drawing close, becoming intimate with the experience in the body that is reflecting and expressing the state of the heart, of the mind, of the consciousness right now. Just connecting as best you can, being interested. Okay. So we're just beginning this. I know that for some of you it will feel quite new. For others, this is very familiar territory so far. We'll be expanding it. Either way, it's completely fine. We're just beginning to notice, maybe notice this dimension or strata of the experience. So noticing and beginning to notice without preconceptions, or as much as possible, letting go of preconceptions. Really important. And to beginning to familiarize with the experience, and the experiences and how it feels, and to tune in, to focus. What happens when we focus in? So this thing I said about relative energies of the attention and the emotion. Another way of putting that is quite significant. When we have an emotion, a difficult emotion certainly is going on, a difficult mind state, usually we feel like we're in it. We are in it. It has kind of become us, and we're looking out at things through it. When we do a practice like this, something we're having a different perspective. So the actual emotion or mind state becomes an object for the awareness. Do you understand the difference? Rather than the emotion being, it is my awareness, I am that, I'm in that. Because we're finding something to pay attention to, it becomes an object. It becomes something in awareness. Does this make sense if I say this? That makes a huge difference. It makes a huge difference because then what's happened, another way of saying it, awareness is bigger than this that I'm going through. Rather than this that I'm going through being bigger than everything, I'm just lost in it, sunk in it. Actually, the awareness is bigger than it because I'm making it an object of the awareness. And that's hugely helpful. So that I'm not so overwhelmed, I don't drown, I don't sink. Does that feel enough to be getting on with? Yeah?